Your dealer swaps this part before 65,000 miles and never tells you why. If your car has over 60,000 miles on it, the spark plugs sitting in your engine right now could already be a ticking time bomb, and the technician who last serviced your car knew it the second he saw the brand under your hood. This video exposes the 7 spark plug brands that fail early, misfire often, and in the worst cases, send metal fragments straight into your cylinders, tearing up pistons and racking up repair bills you never budgeted for. Stick with me to the very end, because walking away before the last brand on this list could be the costliest mistake you make behind the wheel this year. We start at number 7, Autolite Copper plugs. These sell for around $2.50, and the box promises proven performance for everyday driving, which is exactly why so many drivers grab a set without thinking twice. But copper is soft, and in a modern engine running higher compression and hotter combustion than anything from decades ago, that copper electrode starts vaporizing by 30,000 miles. Your gap widens from 44 thousandths of an inch to 65 thousandths. Your ignition coil works twice as hard to bridge that distance, and misfires become your new normal before you ever notice the check engine light. Consumer Reports has flagged copper plugs for premature wear in turbocharged and direct injection engines for years, yet Autolite still markets these as an everyday solution. Buy this plug once, and you will buy it 3 times over 100,000 miles. Number 6. Champion Copper. This is the cheap line hiding under a trusted badge, and it is nothing like the double platinum plugs from the same company. Champion Copper wears fast, fouls easily, and owners report rough idling and stalling well before the 30,000 mile mark. One Dodge owner swapped these in expecting factory quality and was back at the parts counter in under a year with a check engine light and a diagnostics bill that cost more than the plugs themselves. The name on the box tricks you into trusting a line the manufacturer itself does not stand behind. Skip the copper or pay for it twice. Number 5. E3 spark plugs. These use a diamond-shaped electrode that looks impressive in photos and sounds revolutionary in marketing. But real-world results tell a different story. A documented case involving a Ford Expedition showed loose E3 plugs, causing a lean condition that burned the electrodes down to shrapnel, scoring the cylinder wall and destroying the engine's compression permanently, a repair bill running into the thousands from one bad set of plugs. Owners of GM 5.7-liter Vortec engines report these plugs simply will not work despite the packaging claiming compatibility. And Ford 4 V8 owners describe rough running and misfires within weeks. They do not even come pre-gapped, and gapping a single pair can eat up an hour of your time with pliers and a file. This is not an upgrade, it is a gamble with your engine block. Number 4. Splitfire. The split electrode promises more power and better fuel economy for under $10 a plug, but the spark always follows the path of least resistance, so one side does all the work while the other sits there as decoration. The sharp edges created by the split erode fast under combustion heat. The gap widens, and misfires follow soon after. One supercharged engine owner reported losing 3 miles per gallon and gaining engine knock, the exact opposite of what the box promised him. A Miata owner found the oversized porcelain insulator split his spark plug boots entirely, causing arcing straight to the engine head. No major automaker has ever used a split electrode design in a factory engine, and that silence tells you everything. Number 3. Duralast. The house brand sitting on the shelf at your local auto parts store. Manufacturing consistency is the real nightmare here, with plug gaps arriving up to 3 times outside acceptable tolerance and visible tool marks on the iridium tip from a rushed gapping process. Those marks become stress fractures, and under thermal cycling a fractured tip can snap off inside your cylinder, turning into a projectile that damages your pistons and valves. A Ford Focus owner replaced his coil pack with a Duralast unit that failed within 2 years, costing him another $100. And a Jeep owner reported electrical arcing and flickering interior lights after installing this brand. You are not saving money. You are entering a lottery where the prize is a blown engine. Number 2. Unbranded plugs sold under names like Auto WXJQ, Torch, or ZNA on marketplaces with zero quality control behind them. Many of these are counterfeit, with a thin iridium coating sprayed over cheap base metal that wears through in as little as 10,000 miles, exposing bare metal that erodes rapidly. Unlike a trusted brand, where a worn plug simply misfires and warns you with a check engine light, these plugs fail catastrophically, with electrodes separating from the plug body or insulators cracking, sending metal and ceramic fragments into your cylinder to score the walls and destroy the piston crown. There is no warranty, no consistent manufacturing standard, and no accountability when your engine dies. You are the quality control department, and the test is a 4-figure repair bill. And now, number 1. The brand hiding in plain sight. Generic nickel plugs sold as OEM equivalent replacements at big box stores. This is exactly why dealership technicians pull these out before 65,000 miles during routine service, because they have watched this plug cause premature coil failure again and again. Conventional nickel plugs only deliver 9,000 to 12,000 miles of reliable service before the gap widens beyond spec. Yet they are marketed as though they belong in a modern engine built for 60,000-mile intervals. One GM owner with a 5.3-liter engine ran his factory iridium plugs almost 100,000 miles without issue, then installed a generic nickel replacement that melted down to the ceramic in just 25,000 miles, a failure that cost him a new set of coils and a tow bill he never saw coming. NHTSA complaint databases are filled with misfire reports, tracing back to exactly this kind of mismatched plug, and every one of those complaints started with a driver trying to save $20 at checkout. You now know exactly which 7 brands to walk past at the parts counter, and why your dealer swaps this part so early without ever explaining the real reason to your face. Save this list before your next oil change, because the wrong plug sitting in your engine right now could already be costing you gas mileage and quietly stressing your ignition coils without a single warning light to tell you anything is wrong. If this video just saved you from a costly mistake, hit subscribe so you never miss the next warning before it costs you real money. Drop a comment and let me know where you're watching this from, because the parts counter con changes shape depending on your country.